Three amazing life lessons which you can learn from the book Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. And this is a part 3 of this book. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Number 1 is focus on key result areas. Now, what does this key result area mean? This is the area, this is the field where you are specialist. You are the best. Let me give you an example. In our body, we have different organs like heart, brain, our eyes, our nose, our mouth. Now, all these different organs have their respective functions. And when these different organs, they work very nicely, they do for what they are made for, what will happen is my body will function well. So in an organization also, there are various persons who are having their respective key result areas. And if they will be doing really good in their respective fields, the organization will go really well. Now, what the author says is, you have to find your key result area. Now, for example, suppose you are a waiter. Now, what is your key result area? To take the orders, give it to the cooking side, and when the meal gets prepared, you have to serve it to the customer. This is your key result area. For a cook, the key result area is to prepare the food and make it very delicious, more delicious he can do. So this is his key area. So focus on your key result area. There can be multiple key areas for a single person too. So if you fail in any of the key result area, what will happen is this failure will act as a friction to the road of your success. So remember, you need to work as much as on your key result area to be better in your field, to be the best, to achieve success. Now, author also says that poor performance because of lack of emphasis on your key result area can also lead to procrastination. When you are weak at something, when you get fail, chances are there that you procrastinate on doing those things. So focus on your key result areas so that your performance can be good and you can avoid procrastination easily. This was the first point. Number 2 is prepare thoroughly before you begin. Talking about my personal experience, recently I was working on a project. So what happened was, I was not having the required materials. So what I did was, okay, I'll be purchasing those things and we'll be doing it later. I procrastinated. So in this, the author wants to say that if you want to avoid procrastination, prepare thoroughly before you begin. Get all the things ready, available to you before you start, before you sit to do a specific job, to do a specific task. When you have all the ingredients which are required to prepare a meal, you never procrastinate to make that dish the next day. You make it the day itself, the time itself. So this is what the author wants to say. If you have to work on any project, if you have to work on any documents or any task, what you have to do is you have to bring all the things which are required in your hand before the starting of it. So that the chances of yours to procrastinate on those things, it gets very lessened. So this is what the author wants to say. And remember that if you will be taking the first step of bringing the materials and starting, these things never assure that you will be successful in the very first try. A great hockey player has said that you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So you have to take the first step. You have to be patient. Things will come, but you have to wait. You have to work hard and you have to work even after failures also. Then only you will be successful. So the first step is to start doing it without any procrastination. So in order to take the first step, what you have to do is you have to make the things ready so that your chances of procrastination that gets very lessened. So this was the second point. Number 3 is focus your attention. In today, when we are surrounded by technologies all around the corners, what happens is it becomes very easy for us to get distracted. When we are working on any project, when we are studying, suddenly our phone rings, a message pings, a mail comes, someone on our Instagram or other profiles, they send us a message or something, and we get distracted and we go to reply to them. we go to take that call, which is not necessary that moment. So what happens is our attention span is getting lesser because of these technologies. Also multitasking. This is one of the problems. That is, I am doing this thing also, I am doing this thing also in the same moment. So this is what multitasking means. Doing multiple things at the same time. This is also reducing our attention span. So what you have to do is, if you are working on something really very important, what you can do is you can silent your phone, or you can switch it off, or you can keep that phone in the another room. This is what you can do. But now today, when we have a lot of online education prevailing and notification pings, so what you can do is you can turn off the notifications, or you can use focus mode also while you are studying. So these are the things which will avoid the unnecessary notifications to come and distract you. Also, if you want to avoid multitasking and you want to increase your attention span, you can try meditation. Meditation will see you effects. It will show you the effects, not very easily, but after some times, after weeks, after months, you will be surprised by the results, by the increase in your attention span. This will really help you a lot. How to do meditation, I will be making a separate video for it. So staying in this topic, that is to focus your attention. So avoid multitasking. If the technology is disturbing you, keep it away from your side. Keep it away from your room also, to avoid the notifications and the things which are not useful at that moment. So this was the third point, that is focus your attention. So these were the 3 amazing lessons which I learned from the book Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy and shared with you guys. If you have come so far, virtual hugs to everyone. Thank you so much for listening. See you in the next video.